hello. Oh, we'll pause that. Hello. Hey, that's working. There we go. Now everything's making sense. Hello. We're gonna have a kind of having a chill one here.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. Good to have you, Pharisees. Welcome. We are, oh, good. That little pop-up did work. Cool. I'm just gonna kind of chill out. I figure tonight will be a bit of a co-working stream. So if anybody's working on projects or doing some gaming or just want some company while working, I will happily provide that. Hey, so yeah, playing a little bit more with music production stuff. I'm still extremely new to all this. Like, and I am fighting against you see, the joke that always used to be told is my grandfather used to tell me that I inherited all my musical talent from him, and then my father would say, and I've been working every day of my life to overcome that. So that's kind of where I'm at with this one right now. But we're gonna have a little fun with this one. I'm gonna kind of show off what we're doing here, and then I have another track I've been poking at, trying to get the feeling right. It's been missing a few things, but I haven't, maybe working it out and talking it out will help us get there. So quick little background on this one. So, my D&D group, we play almost weekly. We at least hang out weekly. So, but we play quite a bit. And my little, one of our members, what they would do is they would write poetry based on different characters in our different D&D campaigns. And thanks to some tools, would run it through some music generation software and would come up with some basic tunes that way that were basically just temp tracks for the poetry. And I have been taking those temp tracks and kind of trying to turn them into real things. We succeeded with one track already that was a bit more of a ballad, and kind of been working on a new one. And it's been interesting because I guess remix is a bit of a wrong word here, but also it's more reproduction. So in the very literal term of I am producing something again for the first time. Yeah, something like that. But let's kind of jump into this. Also, let me know if you are getting any technical hitches. Obviously, audio is going to be a new thing here. I'm trying a few different things, both in terms of audio, in terms of kind of the display capture, and also in terms of streaming. I'm currently streaming this over to YouTube as well. So say hi, YouTube, if anybody is over there watching. Nice to have everyone with us. But so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to probably play a chunk of this track. There you go. I'm gonna play a little chunk of this track so you can get a feel for it. I'll probably play like a little bit of this bridge and this chorus, and I'm gonna play it off the temp track. And then we're going to hear my version. And my version is going to feel a little sparser, but I think a little bit more definite. And my version's obviously not done yet. We're working on it. So we're going to start by playing the original here. What I've done here is I kind of just soloed this track so we only hear it. And I've also turned it on because it genuinely just wasn't turned on. We're going to start about here and let this go. Turn that up a little bit. She casts off her chains, chose not to stay, stepping forward to a brighter day, with a lover's heart, true to her crew. Each new dawn brings journey new. Yeah. Okay. So that is what we had off the temp track. It's got a little bit of like a salsa meets like EDM pop kind of thing going. Kind of cool. I'm going a little less on the salsa influence, but so now what I'm going to do is turn off that one, and we're going to hear kind of where I'm at, and then I'll kind of explain where I'm getting to for tonight. So I have extracted that. I've yeah, it's a Latin beat for sure. I've shifted it to being a bit more of a house beat that I can work with, just because I know how to work with that. So I'm definitely housing the track up a lot, but I'll kind of give you a little bit of where it's at into this bridge area. I haven't done any work on the bridge, so what you're going to hear is what you hear. And I've also isolated the vocals for my version, so I can play my stuff against the temp track and play it on its own. But we'll go from here. Yeah, okay. I never know why it does that repeat thing. Yeah. Okay. I've got a little bit of the feel. Bigger on the keys. And I've been kind of working from there on these earlier verses now, and starting to put together some different sounds and lines there, but it ain't done yet. So let's see if I can remember what it was I was doing back here. A light and a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. Free and brilliant, quick as light, Destiny's child, so shine so bright. And then I was adding some new bass plugs up in this kind of new pad. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength and reclaimed her youth. She cast off her chains, chose not to stay, stepping forward to a brighter day, with a lover's heart, true to her crew. Each new dawn brings journey new. Okay. And that's about as far as that's gone. So, yeah, I'm trying to kind of like replicate some of the fullness of sound of the temp track without doing the exact same thing. I'm making my own chord progressions in a few places. I'm kind of writing my own rhythms underneath. Probably, honestly, the temp track is going to be the objectively better version, but it won't be my version. So there's that. All right, let's do this. We're going to solo the temp track again. We're going to listen to this verse and kind of where I'm coming from. And a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. Still pretty simple. Free and brilliant, quick as light, Destiny's child, still shines so bright. She broke away and embraced the day, left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength and reclaimed her youth. So I think, well, we'll turn that back off. I think my version's just missing a bit of like a little more depth in the bass. A light and a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. So here's our bass line going on its own. Okay. So we got a little, it definitely needs something more in the mid-range, because if I turn this on, she broke It's got a little snappiness to it. I kind of like the snappiness. Let's go here. Nope, go here. Just a very deep. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I feel like we might be able to do a little bit of work here. First of all, we'll bring this up volume-wise a touch. And what if, and we're really aggressively cutting off the action on this, not letting it hang. So let's give it a little bit more space to breathe. One, two, nope, come back, two. Go back, there you go. Let's try that again. Okay. That's not bad. It's very foundational, though. You're not really going to hear that in the mix. It's there to be a platform for the other bass tracks to build off of. Sorry, I was kind of coughing up a storm for a moment there. Yeah, they kind of sit on top of each other there. So I feel like what we need is another bass something. Let's go back to the temp for a moment. Not so much there, it's the back half here. Yeah, so I don't want to make this rhythm simpler. Can we use here, maybe we can use our filter and we can take some of that sharpness off. Oh, we might be on something. Hang on. We might be onto something. Okay, let's drop our looping section back here, and we're gonna sit and play with this sound for. We're gonna sit in this sound for a little bit. Drop the release, let it release so it blends a little bit. Because originally we had something that was almost like this, where you could hear that snappiness. We want to take a little of the snappiness out, I think, and let it blend. I think this is closer to what we're looking for. All right, let's see what we got. Better. Definitely better. Hey, Pixel, welcome. We're having a little bit of fun right here. Okay. I don't want to say I'm happy. I'm a lot happier. We're gonna compare. Free and brilliant, quick as light, Destiny's Child. It's definitely got pad line that's going that we'll come back to. It's got a counter melody. I think that's the other piece I've been missing, which I've kind of been playing with in the pad down here. No, play here. It's a super simple, but it's there. You know what I've realized I've been doing? I've been playing with the temp track. She broke away and embraced the day. Left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking. I can't hear the bass line. What happened? I think I've messed something up here. My bass line don't exist all of a sudden. I turned it too far down? Yep, I turned my bass off. There we go. Okay. Let's turn off the loop and okay, cool. We're gonna just go with that for now. We'll come back, but I want to kill out the drum for this quick little vocalization bridge. So we're gonna kill out the drum for these parts. Yep. Nope. Just this, and delete or clear. Nope. Okay, fine. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this kind of ugly. Nope, not a full delete. I'm going to have to crop my clip. That's what I want. Crop the clip. No, not like that. Where's my selector tool? Drawing envelopes and MIDI in the arrangement view for drawing automations. Okay, we'll come back to that. Don't fight me here. I know what I want to do. I want to do this, and then this. This same thing here. This goes away, and this comes to play. And same thing here. This goes away. It's the same loop. There we go. That's all I've been trying to do. So, okay. Now that that's done, we're going to hear our little bridge and see if we can find some sounds. And we'll bring in the bass line doing a little bit different there. But the key right now is we're going to try and find some pads. It's a little bit of a soft piano, so let's start, actually, now that I've said soft piano, we're going to start playing. And this is kind of where it gets really fun. We're going to jump over to quiet piano, and we're going to open up this synth. This is a good little one. I'm going to need you. We're going to drop a couple of synths in just so that we can try to see what we think of them. And it helps when I don't solo the track and you can hear things. That is way too much. I need something that's not as sharp. Nope, not with that chord. A little reverb is kind of cool. I don't know if I like that yet. Haven't decided. Let's see what options I have instead in this synth. So this is Vital. This is a free synth. Anybody can go down and download this, and it can be a standalone program if you just want to play with sounds. Like very, very loud sounds. Of course, it always has people have made different presets and stuff for it. Venus Theory does a lot of really good ones. There's a couple others. Nah. This lo-fi sound may be closer to what we want. I'm gonna remember this one for a moment. I want to check one or two others. Oh, that's cool, but no. Oh, nope. These are all way too sharp. What else do we have? Interesting, interesting. We're gonna go back to... Ugh. Nope, nope. I think it was this lo-fi piano one. Okay, so we're going to also bring this all the way up. And I'm going to move it temporarily. I'm going to move it here underneath our tracks. And let's give that original one a listen again. So. Okay. So, finding my notes. So. So we know. Okay, okay. We might... Okay. Let's try something along those lines. So, this is where it gets kind of fun. Now we get to play with some Legos. So what I've done here is now I've turned this into a MIDI track. I'm going to make it about 6 bars. We're going to make sure... we're going to make its length 4... So now I've got like a 4 measure... about a 4 measure rhythm going, and I'll probably end up readjusting that and turn it off the loop, but until then. So 1, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then it'll be it's kind of the same thing. A 1, 2, and 3, 3, 4. So what I'm trying to get a little bit of that like syncopated rhythm. So we've got like a beat and a half kind of going on it. So it's, if I play here, if I have my rhythm right, which always a big question, but so if we combine this just without anything else, just with the vocal line, what are we going to get? That's closer to what we want. And then versus the original. So yeah, we're getting there. Now we're going to probably put some filters on this as well. But we're going to come back to that. Okay, let me arm this track again. So I've got a mini like 2-octave keyboard on my desk. So that's how I've been playing stuff without clicking it. But you know what? We're just gonna do that. We're gonna just have the whole thing kind of chorded against the B flat and see if we like the sound of that off, or if that's a little too much. There you go. Okay. Sometimes you realize you figured out a thing, and then you have to roll with it for a little bit. Turn off that. Nope. Now that I put that on there, the chord's wrong. See how quickly that rolls? See how quickly that rolls. Better, much better. Much better. Not perfect. Not the exact same feeling as the original. I'm kind of okay with that. Nope. Go wait. We're getting there. We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. All right. All right. Let's keep jumping in to... Let's keep going a little bit. Also, I did not notice, but I think an ad break just ran. So my apologies. Ad breaks are definitely on right now. That is mostly due to finances and that sort of thing. Right now, an ad break is probably going to be a little bit more useful to me. But my apologies for that. We're going to keep things, hopefully, they won't be too annoying. There should only be once an hour. So yeah, we will keep running for a little bit more. So we got that. We're going to need probably some type of a base coming in off of that. Okay. I like that a lot. We're gonna soften it up. So we still had a bit of a clap sound. So what that's going to be my snare, actually. Go figure, the snare is going to continue on through. So let's try that with the snare. Let's try this all with that snare in there. Yeah. I had the wrong version on. Okay. Now let's get some extra sounds in here, or at least adjust them. Let's get the auto filter on, and let's solo this so we can just hear. Loop it, please. I want to hear just this a lot. I said just loop it. Yep. Thank you. Oh, there's a little bit more of that kind of lo-fi sound, where you have your both your fronts and your bottoms kind of gone. Okay, okay. Let's turn off the loop for a moment. Let's hear the original. And, okay. So we're going to call this one our bridge pad. I have another pad sound that I'm going to be bringing back in. It was this pluck. Oh, no, we'll close you. So let's bring... Hi, pad pluck, come up here. You're joining the pad army. On fire, so it was this also kind of a quiet piano. Was it always a piano? That wasn't always a piano. Ah, crap. Okay, we're gonna copy. I'm gonna copy this, and we're gonna take a look at my undo list. Undo moves. Okay. Maybe this was always a piano. Hmm. Well, I'm so far. Yeah. I thought that this was a different pluck for a little bit. Let me go back and hear this. Yep. Crap. Overwrote something I did not mean to. I'm kind of pissed. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild this line. I've been using the simpler. Where is it? There it is. Simpler. And we're going to go back through my sampler and just try to find what was the sound that we were going with. That was it. Okay, at least we made that easy. That was it. And then I think we had pulled this way back down. Yeah. Okay. Phew. Because we got the ping pong delay doing the back and forth bounce there. So. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Should have been. But we're okay for now. Nope, back here. Okay, so we're going to do a new line here. And we're going to arm that so we can hear it. And automation is on, so what we're going to do is we're going to apply some automation so I can manually adjust some of these features here. Show automation on this one. Thank you. And then from on, and then I want you to turn off the ping pong for a moment. So at this point in time, and I want the delay on this, which was over here. Is that the sustain? There it is. Okay, so it's not that we want the ping pong off. We're going to delete that automation. We're going to automate this entire delay off for a moment. Just, they may come back, but we want to be able to hear how this is going to play together. So let's solo both of these. And actually, we're going to solo the temp once more. And let's see what we can do. And we'll turn the volume up for a little bit. Can I do an arpeggiator? I think I have an arpeggiator. I do. So let's try this because I might just need something that makes a sound for me. Nothing crazy. And what would an arpeggiator on this sound like? I say as I moved the arpeggiator clearly to the wrong one. Okay, style up, sync. And what does this sound like? Not quite what I'm looking for. Turn the velocity set. Okay, let's turn that off of a loop and just see. Style. Devices on. I want to hear it do its thing. One. You're not actually doing a thing. Do I need to move you all the way to the right? Nope, MIDI effects go in first. Um, hmm. Oh, the step's rough. There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to get some stuff. Let's do 3. That is a little too high. Okay, so let's go back to... And if we drop that down, there we go. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, okay. Nope. Copy. Sounds a little bit like a wet fart there, but... Okay. Let's see what we can do with that now. Idea's right. It's too much. So we gotta pull that back a little bit. 1/8. There you go. Nope, nope, not from the beginning. Okay, I think we're closer. We're gonna make that a 2-0 and loop it for another bit. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. You know? I'm not quite sure what to do about it.
Free and brilliant, quick as light, Destiny's child, still shines so bright. She broke away and embraced the day, left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength that reclaimed her youth. She cast off her chains, chose not to stay, stepping forward to a brighter day. With a lover's heart, true to her crew, each new dawn brings journey new.
You know, I feel like we're getting somewhere. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Where are we getting? What are we getting? But we're getting somewhere. So, you know, there's that. Apparently I dropped a ton of frames. No, it looks like everything's fine. Yep. I think we're actually okay for now. Just refreshing everything, making sure we're all good here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I think we're onto something. Let's take a look at let's take a look at the quick little one measure intro, because there's going to be something here that we'll need. Actually, let's listen to the whole bass line. Spending a lot of time playing with the sounds we already have. And that's my little plunk. Yeah. There you go, we can actually see them now. So, do 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 do. So, hmm, hmm, hmm.
She calls up her names.
Do 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 do. So I think I need this to. I think I need to put a measure here that is just the D. Eh, ha ha ha, just the D. But it'd be a D3 here.
She calls up her names.
1, 2, 1, 2. Doon, doon. Okay.
She calls up her names. Does not.
Or do we even want a bass? Do we even want a bass at this point? Like, am I a little too beholden to the original?
She calls up her names.
Do, 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 do. Versus, I can just go clean.
She calls up her names.
Oh, no. Hang on. Let's try that once more.
She calls up her names. Does not sense.
Yeah, I think that stays, but I need to do a little more. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Ow. We're gonna grab that. Just gonna do it. Boom. Do 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 do, and then into the rest of it. So.
She calls up her names. Does not sustain.
I think that actually was the play.
She calls up her names.
Do do do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then our other line. Yeah, we're gonna leave that there. Can this bass pluck only support one voice at a time? Because I really could use a chord off of it, but I'd really love to manually set a chord off of it, but I don't think it's gonna let me. 'Cause this is off of a simpler. Yeah. So let's trigger this. Yeah, it's only letting me trigger one at a time. I know there's a way to change that, I think. I don't care about that. Control. Attack, our pitch. Might just be what it is. There it is. Okay, that's what we're looking for.
She cast off her chains, chose not to stay, set them for a brighter day, with a lover's heart, true to her crew. Each new dawn brings journey new.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting there.
She cast off her chains, chose not to stay, set them forward to a brighter day, with a lover's heart, true to her crew. Each new dawn brings journey new. Dreams.
See, we're making it work. We're making it work. So let's let the whole thing play from the beginning. And if we like this, then maybe I'll look at my other track that's a little heavier.
She had a light and a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. Free and brilliant, quick as light. Destiny's child, still shines so bright. She broke away and embraced the day. Left her past to find her way.
Got arpeggiator.
On fire, still seeking truth. She
You know what?
found her
You know,
strength.
we're gonna change one thing. That is, show the animation on this arpeggiator here, and that is it gonna be off and then it gonna be on, because I think that's too much in the verse.
She broke away and embraced the day. Left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength that reclaimed her youth. She cast off her chains, chose not to stay.
Okay, one more piece.
Still shines so bright.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this line once more by itself. Do 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 do. Okay. And then that plays without it. Okay. Cool.
Embrace the day. Left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength that reclaimed her youth. She cast off her chains, chose not to stay. Set them forward to a brighter day, with a lover's heart, true to her
All right. Hey, that's not bad. It'll need another pass for sure, but hey, we are through a verse and the chorus. That's something. This is such a we're gonna save that right there also. This has been such a bit of a fiddly project that I am very, very happy that that is happening. That feels good. All right. So let's kind of keep going a little bit. Oh, hello, Wahoo Records. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. Oh, is my little alert overlay didn't go off. What the heck? That's weird. Well, oh, yeah, it should have there up there. I don't know why it didn't, but thank you so much. Welcome. Hope you enjoy it. I honestly don't fully know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, figuring it all out. Ah, so let's give it one more kind of go here. See how we feel, you know?
She had a light and a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. Free and brilliant, quick as light. Destiny's child, still shines so bright. She broke away and embraced the day. Left her past.
I'm a lot happier with this verse.
Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength that reclaimed her youth. She cast off her chains, chose not to stay, stepping forward to a brighter day. With a lover's heart, true to her crew. Each new dawn brings journey new.
Hey, there we go. We're getting somewhere.
Dream.
Okay, okay. I feel like we're getting somewhere, you know? Can work with this. Yeah, just for a change of pace for a moment, before we kind of keep diving in this, I'm going to switch my set to the other track I've kind of been poking at, and it is nothing more than a 16 measure loop at this point, but it's just denser. And I'm trying to figure out if I like it. Honestly, there's a lot going on there. So what this one is I've been slowly trying to put together a much more like true to trance kind of soundtrack. And it's coming along. I actually like a lot of the pieces of it, but it's not there yet. So this is what we got on this side. Assuming everything is turned on correct. I think so. And also, I have not isolated the vocal off of this one, although there's not a lot beside the vocal, so it's not interfering too much with what I'm layering on it. So, yep. So it's a little bit more traditional EDM. With a lot of bass stuff, I'm still shopping. Yeah, there's a little bit of a ear blaster in between. I'm doing it a little different with mixing this one. I'm trying to get all the sounds I want out of it, kind of in this little chorus. If I can figure that out, then I can split the track into a bunch of different directions, both intro and outro, and that'll be good then. But that's a little bit more work in progress. I'm not quite there with this one yet. Haven't made it feel right. We'll go back. Yeah, we'll go back to this one. Once it all reloads. Yeah, there we go. So for now, I think we're happy with we're happy with the verse, we're happy with the bridge, we're happy with the chorus. Then I've got the chorus bridge, which I got to figure out what I want that to be. And I may start verse 2 kind of just by doing similar things to what I was doing in verse 1. So we're going to copy that and place that over. We're going to go probably heavier, go with the full sound stack right away. And put that here too. Figure out what we're doing with that in a moment. This lead pluck I like, but also it needs to be a lot less than what it is. It's super aggressive. I haven't decided what I'm... It needs some balance. It's almost too plucky. Okay. Okay, so here it's a bit of a double bridge into a verse 3. And now we get to decide how structurally we want to hold this. So we've got temp track has a piano refrain of the overriding melody, the do 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 do, followed by a vocal refrain of the same, before going into a full verse 3, which
Star, it shows who we are. She wandered far to heal every scar. Now with the strength she'll rise up high. She'll spread her wings and touch the sky.
And then here's chorus 2. So we'll for sure add the chorus 2 note here. If I can remember how to spell. There you go. Chorus 2 is starting here. At about the minute 45. This is a bit of a creative decision now, which is okay. So this is what we're dealing with in here. I'm gonna pull up pirate software and pretend I'm smarter than I actually am. Can I break this out? Yeah, I can. Cool. So this is what we're dealing with. We've got our intro. We got into verse 1, chorus 1. Actually, and then we've got mini bridge 1. Chorus 1. Out of chorus 1 is mini bridge 2. Verse 2. And then double length bridge into verse 3 and then chorus 2. So we are absolutely good with this. I'm cool with this. Mini bridge 1 I actually like it. That technically probably doesn't belong, but I like it there, and I'm going to call that an artistic decision. Mini bridge 2 I actually also kind of like. I like the space there. Kind of. And this is the temp track version. And then back up. I like the second mini bridge quite a bit, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to kill everything there. So mini bridge 2 is there. Verse 2 is fine. The question I think is going to be this verse 2 into a double length bridge into verse 3 into chorus 2. Do we Do we like that structure? Do we want to change it? I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's musically, like, it. Here's the thing. It works. It works for the poetry that was kind of fed into the software. I don't know if I like it because I'm torn. You see, I need something there that breaks up, that definitely breaks up going out of verse 2 into verse 3 into chorus 2 because I don't necessarily want to do what is it? The sonata is A B A B C C, where you have A is the verse, B is your chorus, A is a repeat, B is a repeat, and then you have C being a different phrase and C being another different phrase. That's kind of the classical music sonata. We don't want that, and you don't hear a lot of pop music that does that, although this kind of is a bit of a variation on that, where it's going to do an A B A gap, so A B A C A coda, which maybe that was the sonata. I don't remember. But in all of these, what I mean is A is a specific like song phrase or song idea, with B and C being a separate one. So you would have like song phrase 1, song phrase 2, repeat song phrase 1, then play a third different song phrase, which is more of the structure we've got here. Then back to that first phrase, and then a finale coda of some type. So that actually, kind of pulling back out my classical music history, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable keeping these breaks in here, because I think that's what we're actually dealing with. I think, it's all a lot of I thinks and what ifs and what do you want to do's. It's everything about it is all flexible, A lot of flexibility. Okay, so let's stick with the structure as is presented for now. I think I've talked myself into it. Let's put in, though, before we go too much further, let's put in a couple more markers here.
Dreams they had were weight so strong. She
Go back here.
had peace, learned to love and found release.
We're gonna do piano bridge, and then we'll do and then we'll call that, like, I don't know, the chorus bridge, something like that. So chorus bridge, not chorus bridge plus.
In star, it shows who we are. She wandered far to heal every scar. Now with the strength
Oops, nope,
she'll
definitely
rise
didn't want to
up.
record that. We're not recording anything here. Not even close. And then into chorus 3. Okay, so we have a game plan, right? So let's figure out what our chorus. Let's go back now that we've got an idea of the structure. No, I'm talking a little too fast. Let's go back to the chorus bridge.
Chose not to stay, stepping forward to a brighter day. With a lover's heart, true to her crew. Each new dawn brings journey new.
I think we are going to actually continue some of these piano lines. We're going to continue these piano lines. Oh, no. Go back. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that, and we're going to extend here. Same thing here. I'm going to take these. I'm going to grab all, actually grab it all this time. I'm going to grab that. We're going to extend I'm going to actually, yeah, this would have been smarter, is to extend this and not loop it, just an extension. Thank you. There you go. And make an extension. Make it as a new clip so that can be slid around a little bit easier. These two are measures that I had before. And that was off there. Okay. So we're going to have to come up with a couple new patterns. The do, which probably is just going to be these repeated, frankly. So let's make our life a little easier there. These will be our loops. That'll be worth a 2. That'll be a 0. And we'll loop that. We'll do this again. Same thing. Length of 2, 0. And I should probably turn on the looper. There we go. And now that's going to loop on me. So and this one, I think, if I solo this. There you go. And yeah, this one's got some pretty aggressive filtering going on it. And I think it's one of the harp presets from the BBC is what we're using there. Versus this one is a straight just grand piano. Yeah, that's got nothing on it. Those are just two separate pianos playing different things at different volumes. And this one is... It doesn't need everything else going on it yet. You know, that kind of works. That works really well. And we can deal with different volumes and fade-ins and fade-outs in different tracks at a point. We're not going to deal with that quite yet. Okay. 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 I like it. I like where we're going. So now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna find some good piano sounds. We're gonna actually play with this. We're gonna do it through Splice. We're gonna see what we can do. Let's go to genres. Let's go to a pop something. What does K-pop have for keys? Let's find out. Let's see. No female kicks, leads, snares, keys. Let's find some sounds we like. Let's be able to hear some sounds we like. Hang on. Nope. Nope, nope. No, piano. That's what we want. The exact same things we've been hearing. And these are just going to be different acoustics. Okay. That's not going to be the play. We're going to go to pop. We're probably just going to modify one of the different pianos that we have. Kashmir. Hey. Hey, Kashmir's got a set on here. Interesting. That's for me later. But we're going to come back to that. EDM Kashmir has his own tag on here because of course he does. That's awesome. I get into the sad stuff. Oh, that's from Tritonal. Okay. That makes sense that that's by Tritonal. Okay. We're gonna get out of here. Let's try some other sounds. What do we want? Jungle. You guys like jungle? There's a joke that really only BattleBard will get. Yeah, let's look at Latin. What do we have for like Latin pop? What do you have under Latin pop? Hang on. Yep. We're gonna save that. I'm gonna keep that. That's gonna be handy. But let's go to, we have keys in here somewhere. Piano. Okay, some of these are wild. And it's just a Yamaha piano. That just feels, you know, okay. We're gonna be done with this for a little bit. We're not gonna be done with this. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna go where I go best. What do I know best? I know my house and trance stuff. Let's go here. Let's see what key sounds. Let's see what key sounds we have to work with. We could probably work with a lot. I just gotta find something that feels right. You know? That's the problem with this, is a lot of this is just down to what feels right. And if it doesn't feel right, you got to figure out why it doesn't feel right. And if you still can't figure out, then it gets kind of hard. Where's keys? One of these says key. I guess kind of plucks, but that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, fine, synth. All right. Okay, let's see what we can do. So we're not feeling. Oh, it looks like ads are starting very soon. So feel free to save, refresh, get a water break, whatever. We're kind of going to be poking at some keyboard sounds for a little bit. I think right now it's going to be let's take a look at what keys we already have in the system. We have 2 grand pianos. We have that heart pluck. I've got this lead pluck that is the bloop, bloop, bloop kind of sound. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our plugins, see what our options are going to be. Noisemaker is not what we want. We'll have quiet piano. I don't think that's going to be the play. We might have something indecidedly, maybe. Most likely it's going to be Splice, or not Splice, but it's going to be something from Vital. So I think at this point we've accepted it. Number of tracks is limited to 16. Huh. So I might have maxed my thing out here. That's unfortunate, if that's the case. Unless I can attach Splice to, like, the drum line? Audio effects can only be inserted into an audio track. Oh, I guess I spliced into that bridge pad, so, okay. So if I go back to Splice and say, okay, people can hear stuff at least. I can hear stuff. That's the important part, I guess. It's a little quieter, but that's fine. Okay, well, we are running low on instruments because I have the student version of this software and it is limited because I can't afford $600 for the full version. So we're gonna have to start getting creative. We've got one last thing we can do with Vital. So we're gonna put our last Vital line in here, and that does still work. Cool. Let's start looking at some keys and seeing what we like. And nope. So that's kind of the sound we're looking for. So actually, let's be a little smarter about this. Let me be a little smarter about this. Let's okay. Let's try that. Try that again. Yeah. Every time I'm trying to do something, like, I gotta do it live. Okay. Okay, we'll do it manually. The playing it live is not working because my fingers are not working. This is not the final sound. Boom, doom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete that one, extend, so. Yeah, no, actually. there. Also, we can clear that out. So now this looks... Okay, delete these. Okay, all that effort and all that idea. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Thank you for playing all those notes out at once. That's not what we wanted. Okay, all that nasty sound, all that effort, all that everything. Eventually, that is feeding back so that I can go back here, open backup Vital, and we can hit play and start looking through a few of these. And we're actually gonna do the loop on that. Let me get my little loop track and put it here. And we're gonna hear this whole thing play out. We're gonna have it bounce. And we're gonna listen to this, get it stuck in our heads forever, and figure out what the piano sound we want is. Nope. That's not so bad. Ooh, nope. No, nope. Bit of a marimba. Oof. Some weird stuff. Man, some of these I really am not feeling. I'm not feeling any of those. None at all. So here's what we're going to do. This is going to become quiet piano instead. And we're going to hear it. Nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Ah. All right. All right. So we got to think about this then. What is going to be a good, plucky piano? Not, and like I say plucky, but it needs to be piano focused here. Doesn't need to be piano focused. Am I losing sight of what I'm trying to do again? Quite possible. So with that sound, you do have a little bit more of like a marimba, not quite like a xylophone ringing, but a little bit of a struck percussion, more so than a piano already is a struck percussion. So, ooh, and yeah, that grinding sound that ain't happening. So, what can we do that's a little pluckier? We're gonna go back to Splice. Because I closed it by accident. So we're going to go back to Splice. We're going to find a good pluck. A new pluck. Okay. And, oh, I'm turning off the solo there so we can hear things. That's a bass. That's a very bass pluck. That's awesome, but not what we're looking for. Hmm. Hmm. Do. Hmm. Everything's sounding very muted. That might be because of where I ended up putting my splicer. Yeah, because that's in my auto filter right now. And I can't put it on another thing yet. Can I? Maybe I can copy splice down to this one. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. Nope. Ah, it's just a bass. Okay. That might be something. That's not. That was some Mortal Kombat kicking off right there. Yeah? Huh? Maybe. Maybe. You know? I'm gonna go with this one. We're gonna put this in, see what we like. Side toolbox. So let's go here, 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 here. And that's it. Okay. Let's put our sample pad back in. Unfortunately, we lost the other one, the effect, but that's fine. Let's put this in and see what this sounds like. I mean, that can be corrected quickly. And the key will need to be adjusted because this is in key of F. So it would be minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll adjust that quick on the sampler, which I think is, where is it? Voices, loop length, where was it? Yeah. So that needs to be adjusted, which is, where was it? Offset? Here you go. Yeah. Oh, no, that was not what I wanted. That was not the one. Pitch, modulate the pitch. Nope, not that. Where was this? Classic warp. I did this with one of my other ones. There it is, transpose. Okay. That is here. So transpose. -4, I think. Do. Versus. That's the tune we need. The do. Let's try that again. Do, 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 do. I knew it was close. I couldn't. I knew it was close. I just had trouble with which direction. Okay. Okay. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Now that I'm hearing it. Now that I'm hearing it, I don't know that I like it. Let's work it. We're not going to give up immediately. But now that I'm hearing it. I'll already like it better. Okay. Yep. Already like it better. Okay. So. Do, 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 do. Okay. I'm going to delete these. Okay. Now I want to see what this sounds like. Do 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 do. Then do 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 do. See, it's gonna be cool. We're cooking. We're cooking. Okay. Yep. 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 That's what we wanted. Just gotta extend out a few of these. Sustains, so we get a little bit of a bleed over on a few of them. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what does our temp say?
Love and found release.
Yep, yep. Sorry, I'm kind of just focusing this down. Okay, idea was right. I'm doing it. I'm doing it way too close together. Oh, nope, go back. Went too far. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'm gonna have to. I can't have that melody. I can't have that melody because I gotta. The more I'm hearing this, I need to split this out into a new track. I don't think I can because I can't do this. Ah! I ran out of lines. So what that means is I'm going to. Let's see. We're gonna have to start reusing some tracks. So we're gonna get creative using filters. And then where's my other pad plucker is here. Okay, well, this pad plucker just got drafted. And we're going to bring you all the way down so I can compare you here. And you are going to be here. And you are just got recruited into being my new Yep, this'll work. This'll work. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. It is off-keyed. Because this is one of those... This is one of those before I realized where the transpose button was. So I've been manually transposing a lot, like, track by track, because I didn't know any better at first. Okay. Also, we're going to turn off the arpeggiator here. Show my automation, please, and arpeggiator off. That might have been part of the issue. Yeah. Do. So if I go here, Okay. Okay. We're not as bad as we thought we might be, but we still have work to do. So okay, this one's gonna get shortened, and this is gonna get kind of duplicated. Nope, that doesn't need to be there. So, is that everything? Yep. Okay, that baseline's not quite there. Let's see. Let's see. What if... First of all, we do this. Okay. Versus this one, which is giving me a... Let's move a couple of these. Hmm. There you go. That temp track coming in feels a little off, but... Okay, my rhythm is off. That's what's going on. My rhythm is super off on this back one. I could not figure out what was going on. So I'm going to pull this. This whole thing is going to go there. Yep, that was what was messing this one up. So we zoom back in. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. There you go. Now, that's another piece, but we're at the piano bridge, and I think we're getting there. Let's get a save on it. What have we done today? So far, we have... Oh, it's been exactly 2 hours. So far, we completed verse 1. The verse 1 bridge. I don't think we really did anything to the chorus other than listen to it 40 times to get our feel for it, and then started jumping into this piano bridge piece. Which gets us to finally at like the minute 30. There's still more work to be done here. But, you know. Let's see. Yeah, more coming. Let's see what we can do. Let's listen to the temp track once more and see what we're missing. Okay, so it still has the clap, so let's put the clap in there at least, which is the snare. Yep. Yeah. So let's do this and just listen to ours. And we're going to copy this once more. Okay. 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 Let's do... Yep. We're gonna keep it going for a little bit. And then we're back into the full thing again. So we'll thicken this up. I might call it soon. I'm starting to tire out a little, but we'll at least thicken this up, and then we'll come back into kind of... Nope. Actually, we don't want that one. We want our chorus line. Oop. Yeah. There you go. So everything that was related to the chorus comes back for a little bit. Same thing here. We're going to shorten that. There you go. Okay. So. Nope. Put another set of everything. Oh, undo that one. Another set of everything here. And we're going to keep that kick running. Okay. Pieces coming back together. What I'm missing 1 or 2 more lines though, so let's take a look back here to bring back to Chorus Bridge. No, I don't. Oh yeah, my pad pluck was, well, no, the pad pluck's not part of that really. Kind of brought it all back here, and then we'll get into verse 3.
Guiding star, it shows who we are.
And that's going to have a slightly different chord progression. Nothing too crazy. And we'll put it there. And same thing here. Bring in the chord progression once more. And bring in verse 3 again. Keep that kind of running through verse 2, through the piano chords, all of that. And like quickly just put together.
Guiding star, it shows who we are. She wandered far to heal every scar. Now with the strength she'll rise up high. She'll spread her wings and touch the sky. She cast up her chains, chose not to stay.
And then straight into chorus 2. See, now we're getting to the point where we are able to reuse a lot of pieces, which is nice. I just got to make sure that I keep it interesting. But we at least will have a temp of what all of this basically is going to sound like. And like we're going to have another set of these. Because of course we would. Why wouldn't we?
Till love and found release.
Nope. Okay, turn off the echo there. I want to hear this thing play through for a little bit. Almost there.
This guiding star, it shows who we are. She wandered far to heal every scar. Now with the strength she'll rise up high. She'll spread her wings and touch the sky. She cast off her chains, chose not to stay. Stepping forward to a brighter day.
It's basically the same chorus, but we're still kind of letting it go.
Each new dawn brings journey new. In her soul.
Okay. We are really kind of getting there. So this will be chorus bridge 2 at this point. So and the interesting thing with this is realizing that we've already maxed out like the amount of lines I can have in this. So knowing that, this is kind of fascinating because now I'm basically tied to everything that I have. Like what I have is what I have. I'm not allowed to really change it. So in terms of what sounds I'm bringing in, I can do a lot of manipulation inside those sounds. I can add filters. I can make them sound really wild, make them sound like something they aren't. I can't make them completely new entities. So we're going to see what I can do, I guess, with that. Copy these, copy those over. And copy probably this much. Yeah. And nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to
A brighter day
Hmm. Wow. I'm gonna have to do some quantizing on that because it sounded like I don't think I lost my rhythm. I think it lost its rhythm, like the background vocal there. Yeah, like it slowed down. I might have hit something.
This guiding star, it shows who we are. She wandered far to heal every scar. Now with the
Hmm. I'm gonna go back to the original.
each new dawn brings journey new. In her soul, the strength to mend.
Hmm. Okay, so like the pattern after changes. So if we hear that, then hmm? Hang on.
To her crew, each new dawn brings journey new.
Bam, 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 bam. One. Wait. The isolated vocal is off. Wahahapa? Why are you off? Oh, you got warped.
Dawn brings journey.
Ooh, what happened here?
With a lover heart, she
Okay. The acapella is off now. Turn the warp back on. Warp is a bit of a... Hmm. I will need to correct this.
She had
Quickly correcting. 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So, quantum. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, this whole thing just got undone, and I'm not sure what I did. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm so upset. I'm genuinely upset. I was excited, and then it all has gone belly up. Because everything dequantized. Because of course it did. Ah. Okay. Let's try it. Let's get it fixed. We can get it fixed yet tonight. That one, just gotta sit down and do it. 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Um. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Can I delete this one? Yes. Delete this one.
She had a light and a guiding flame.
That just sounds
She
awful.
had a light and a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. Free and brilliant, quick as light, destiny's.
Okay. How do I like all this? All this I want gone. I want it to start over. Quantize. Yep, that's fine. Clear. Reset all the transients. Delete them all. Okay, how do I clear the warp markers?
Left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength and reclaimed her youth.
I'm not sure what I did. Because, like, this sample needs to just be on everything. Like, it's not supposed to be really, like, doing this smart of work.
She had a light and a
1,
guiding
2, 3,
flame.
4.
The
1.
sun above still calls her name. Free and brilliant,
Warp.
quick
118 beats. Preserve the transient. Yeah.
She broke away and embraced the day. Left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength and reclaimed her youth.
Because this whole thing is a segment BPM of 118. And I'm wondering if that's what happened.
She had a light.
Yeah, it's really messed up all of a sudden, and I don't know how to fix. So this is in my user library, or this should be. Show in. Yep, and that's gonna pull that out. Okay, we're gonna re-import this because I've got the original file. It's gonna live here.
She had a light and a guiding flame. The sun above still calls her name. Free and brilliant.
It was close, but it's not quite there. So we're going to make this 118.0. 118.0. And hope that everything else works again. Because, geez.
She had a light. She had a light and a guiding flame.
There we go. There we go. I still don't know what I clicked wrong to blow this thing up.
And brilliant, quick as light, destiny's child, so shine so bright.
Okay.
She broke away and embraced the day. Left her past to find her way. Soul on fire, still seeking truth. She found her strength and reclaimed her youth. She cast off her chains, chose not
Okay, so bridge 1 still needs some work. I forgot that I kind of whiffed on that. So I might need a little manual adjustment there, but it's not awful. It's better than it was. Before I messed it up. That also might need a little love there. Yeah. Okay. So we fixed it mostly. I do need to tweak here because it is starting to lose a little bit of the plot in terms of the BPM. That's not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shoot. Nope. I wanted to stop it right where we were. One, two, two, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. There you go. That's all I think it needed. Okay, this one we're gonna delete. Nope. Go back. And go back to quantizing this thing. We're close. 1, 2, 2. Go here. One, then 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do. There you go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Ah. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1 and 1, 4. There you go.
In her soul, the strength to
Okay.
in her soul, the strength to mend. Found her goal and a journey's end.
Okay, we'll come back to that part. But I think I fixed the quantizing here. So let's give it another listen here from back here. It feels a little off there. It corrects itself by here. Okay.
She cast off her chains, chose not to stay, stepping forward to a brighter day. With love at heart, true to her core. Each new dawn brings journey new. In her
Okay. I can already tell you that one's off, but
in her soul, the strength to mend.
okay. But we don't care about that part because the rest of it is getting there slowly. Slowly but surely, it's getting there. It's a little completely disorganized. This pluck I'm going to have to reuse if I want to be smart about the lanes that I've got. But let's kind of shrink this down. And you know what? Let's take a whole look here. I think I'm probably going to be done here. Let's take a whole look at what we have built. There's a lot going on already. So we've got our 3 drums, our kick, our snare, our cymbal crash. We've got our 2 lanes. This one, the temp track lane will go away, which could technically buy us another one. It's just easier to have it there right now while I'm still building off of it and remembering what the original is. I'm building my own version of the original. We've got this little bridge pad piece that actually this might need... Nope, go away. What was this sound? Hello? Why are you not sounding a sound? I have no instrument on this pad. What was here? This is like the... I thought that something sounded really empty on the bridge. This was the like that clip that we had just added at the... Before I said, wait a minute, we did like this. I don't think it was this. We already did that. This was a pad. Oh, I don't remember what we put here. I'll have to look back at the recording because I should have a recording of this. So I'm going to go back and fill that in after the fact. That sucks. But bass plucks, multiple bass plucks. Bass pluck 2 will probably make a couple more appearances. And then my heavier bass down here. Keys, piano are actually piano and harp-ish sounds. A lead pluck that kind of fits in with the keys. The bridge, the piano, kind of solo piano pluck that we added. The pad's doing a lot of fun work in a couple different areas. And then our cymbal rise and crash. So at this point, we're about 2/3 of the way through. And here's the whole thing kind of all together. We're about 2/3 of the way through. It's about a 3.5 minute song. Yeah, we're making it. We're getting there. But I think I'm going to be done for the night. I have been cooking for a while. I thought about playing some games, but I don't think I'm going to do that on stream. I think I'm going to be done. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out a little bit. Thanks for putting up with some of the with the ads and stuff. I think everybody who's watching kind of knows the situation with that, so I really appreciate it all. And yeah, I'm gonna snooze that out. yeah, I think I will chat with you all later. Gonna do some games later this week for sure. Coming up this week, keep an eye on the Discord, on X, wherever else I post stuff. I think mostly those two. I was gonna post on Instagram and I forgot until just now, so oops. I'll probably repost some of the I'll probably advertise the stream is up. So this got simulcast over to YouTube. So if you do want to rewatch it for some reason, it is on there under the live tab. So feel free to check that out. And coming up this week, later this week, I will do some gaming for sure. According to the polls I did, it looked like there was a bit of a demand for some more like retro stuff. So there will be that. There will definitely be more music. You can see that, and I can kind of announce that already. This upcoming Saturday, I'm going to be doing my Channel Divinity residency over at Liquid's Lounge Live. So we're going to be seeing. I haven't decided on what a theme for this month's show is going to be, but we're going to have that going at least. So that should be fun. Always a good time with Liquid. And yeah, more games and stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks. So all right. Thank you guys so much. For Twitch viewers, let's see if there's anybody worth rating right now. I have not done this in a while. The answer is basically no. So what are we gonna do? And we may just call it here. Yeah, I don't actually, and of course my raid stuff is not working because of course it's not. Now it's choked out. That's okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you all later this week. Keep an eye out on socials, and we'll have some good times. So, see you guys.
And channel all this pettiness, cause really you ain't ready, bitch, for Satan's fist. Through all the pain, I make my greatest hits. So when I'm lonely, don't worry, because my paper's still in great condition. I stay legit since I was down in the dump, out of fun, selling records.